let's start this video off by showing you my favorite DIY, which is making clay pencils. So I bought myself some lead from Michael's, and this is pretty sturdy lead, and you want to make sure it is, as we're going to be wrapping clay around it. So I have my rainbow clay, that is oven baked clay, and I'm just going to roll out, you don't even really need that much, but some white clay for the body of our unicorn. So I have my teeny tiny toy rolling pin, and I'm just going to make sure that it's nice and thin, and here I am just trimming it to get it to the right size to prep for the rolling process. Here I am rolling the clay around the pencil, and the most important thing here is to make sure that there's no air pockets. Once your pencil is ready, you want to get the head of the unicorn ready. So I just joined together a ball and a smaller ball unicorn head. As you can see, I'm no professional at this. And then to stick the head on, I just used this wooden stick and I created a hole in the head and then stuck the pencil in there. The clay pencil is not just going to shove into a clay ball, so you just want to make sure that you have something a little bit sharper. Here I am making the ears. Again, I'm no professional, but I'm trying my best to make it work and obviously make it look cute. So 2 ears, I'm going to add some eyes, and then the horn, and then the fun hair. I'm just rolling out my 5 colors of clay to make the hair, and then I'm going to attach it to the back of the head and twist it around the pencil. The good and bad thing about this clay is that it sticks so easily. So it sticks to the head very easily, but now that I'm going to twist it around the pencil, it does stick so easily. So you want to make sure that when you twist around, you're happy with your design, as it's going to be very difficult for you to take it off the pencil without ruining the white clay. Once you're happy with your pencil, put it in the oven based on the instructions on the package, and then you have yourself a homemade pencil. I did coat mine with some glitter sort of coating stuff, which is totally awesome. I am happy with how it's working as well. Now I'm going to show you how to make this cute little unicorn bag. We'll be using this glittery white felt, and I'm just going to fold it in half and trace, I shouldn't say trace, I'm going to draw out a unicorn head. If you feel more comfortable tracing, you can just print something off the internet and really make any design that you want. So, and what I just did there is I just wanted to show you that I flipped it inside out. So now the glittery part is on the inside, as I'm going to use a pencil to trace my unicorn head, and I just want to make sure that I don't see that when I'm done. Once you're done tracing it, of course, you're going to want to cut it, and just be careful that you keep the 2 sides of the felt matching. And here I have my cut out of my unicorn head. I'm just going to flip it back so that the glittery side is on the outside, and this is where we get to turn it into a cute little purse. So I'm super excited to show you how this works. So I'm going to use Velcro as my way to close your little purse or bag or pencil case, whatever you want to call it. And I just got this stuff at Michael's, and the good thing about this is obviously it's Velcro, but it has a sticky back like tape, and you just peel off the plastic sort of covering, and this stuff sticks to felt like crazy. So just make sure that you guys are 100% sure about where you want to put it, and you just need to commit to that because it won't come off very easily. So I'm just measuring here, and as you can see, you just peel off that little plastic covering and you stick it on. Here I have the other part of the Velcro, and what I'm going to do just to make sure it is totally in line, I'm actually going to stick it to the Velcro that I already have down, and then obviously trim it, and then I'm going to just sort of fold the unicorn head over again just to make sure that my Velcro lines up. I opened the pouch back up, and right now I am gluing a pretty sturdy string so that we have something to hold our pouch with. And I'm going to continue gluing along the edges, and that's how I'm going to seal my pouch. And that's that. And now for the fun part, which is creating a face for our unicorn. And once the face, the front I should say, of the pouch is dry, I'm also going to do the back. Alright, so this is the front of my unicorn. So sweet, and I'm just testing it out. Seems pretty good. I'm super excited about this. So I'm just going to decorate the back of this, and we'll be totally ready to use it. Once the back is complete and it's dry, you have yourself a cute little unicorn pouch. To make unicorn eraser poop, you will require eraser clay. And so here I have my rainbow colors, and I'm gonna put some glitter in it. And this is totally optional, as sometimes the glitter does interfere with the actual erasing process. In my case, it didn't, but I have done that before, and it definitely messed it up. So this is totally optional. You don't have to do this. Obviously, it adds a little bit of bling, but again, more importantly, you want your eraser to work properly. So right now I'm just rolling out all the colors, and I'm going to be prepping it for a big twisty eraser. And so you want to try to make sure that there's similar lengths and similar diameter, and then we should be good to go. And now I'm going to merge the pink, orange, and yellow on the bottom, and I'm going to layer the green, blue, and purple on top. So I'm trying to make just sort of a bigger tube here, and then I'm going to twist it up. And I just switched that around. I'm trying to make it the same sort of width on both sides. And this is the cool part where you twist it and you really start to see how the unicorn poop is starting to make shape. Alright, and the last step before putting it in the oven is perfecting your unicorn poop shape. So here is mine, and I'm happy with how it looks so far. So I'm going to get myself some parchment paper, and I have the oven ready to go. Just read the instructions on your eraser clay. Usually it's about 230 to 250 degrees, and don't keep it in too long. But there we go. It is working just like a normal eraser. Pretty exciting stuff. And finally, the last thing I'm going to show you is this unicorn Frappuccino pencil sharpener. And I've seen this a couple of times on the internet, and I just had to make it to share with all of you because I thought it was pretty cool. So you're going to grab some blue and pink nail polish, and you're going to try to make it look as close as you can to a unicorn Frappuccino that you'd get from Starbucks, or for the very short time that they had it out. So what I'm using here is a bottle lid, but you can also use those little medicine cap lids, which I probably recommend just because the bottom's a little bit thinner, whereas this bottom was a little bit thicker. So I'm now using my pink nail polish here, and there we go, the end product. I think that looks amazing so far. So now we're going to work on getting a hole so that we can glue in our pencil sharpener. So a good way to do this is to melt it with your glue gun. Now this is my new glue gun, and I'm just showing you the tip. So my old glue gun, which is really gross, the rubber tip has been broken off, but it actually works way better for melting holes in things. So again, my new one still had that rubber tip on it, and my old one, because it's very well used, does not. So it has the capability of making holes a lot easier. And now I'm just perfecting the hole with my X-Acto knife, so removing any excess plastic or just trying to get it a little bit rounder. And obviously the most important thing is ensuring that a pencil can actually fit through there, and then it matches up with the pencil sharpener. Once everything's lined up, grab yourself some super glue, and you want to make sure that this is really good stuff because the pressure that your pencil is going to put on the sharpener might move it. So I have myself some Gorilla super glue here, and obviously be very careful because this stuff is so sticky and you could easily glue your fingers together, which you do not want to do. While you're waiting for that to dry, you can start with your Starbucks label. So I printed this off the internet, obviously, and I believe it was like maybe 5% of the original. So you might have to print out a couple just to play around with it, but maybe it helps if you know that this is 5% of the original that I used. glue the label on your little pencil sharpener, and you're one step closer to being complete, to having your own Starbucks Frappuccino pencil sharpener. To finish it off, I have here some eraser clay. So yes, this is a pencil sharpener and eraser combo, which is amazing. So obviously I just sort of rolled it out, and I'm now filling the top with the eraser clay. And part of the reason why I chose this little teeny tiny cup versus a medicine cup is because it has a little lip in it, so I know this is going to sit better. And it's no problem if you don't have this. You can always do this part and then let it sit in the fridge to get a little bit harder, and then put your clay in the oven so it doesn't soften too much, right? So you want to make sure that you have a nice shape there. And you can also use like Bottle Magic or air dry clay or anything if you don't have the eraser clay. So once you have your shape, you're gonna have to take it off obviously, and then pop the eraser part in the oven, and then you just pop it back on, and you have yourself a unicorn Frappuccino pencil sharpener. This brings us to the end of our video, so thank you so much for watching this. If you did enjoy the way that I edit it, please check out my other channel called Final Cut Pro Coach, and of course please subscribe.